Hello everyone and welcome to WWE 2K19 Universe Mode and our first official episode after the first preview episodes, if you like. My name is Stamped Axis and tonight we have a few matches coming your way, including our Universal Champion Baron Corbin taking on Roman Reigns in the main event. But we begin tonight with a word from our Universal Champion Baron Corbin. He won that title, of course, in the ladder match in our first preview episode of Universe Mode. And he begins his reign as Universal Champion with a tough test against Roman Reigns in the main event of tonight's Raw. Let's hear what the Universal Champion has to say. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Baron Corbin. And why do I say that? Well, you already know who I am. But for those who don't know, those who wrote me off all those times, I am your Universal Champion. No one thought I could do it. No one thought I would climb the ladder, grab that title belt, and claim my championship. You know, it's funny, after that match, I heard fans complaining, oh, why did Baron have to win? Why couldn't it have been someone like Roman or Braun or Daniel Bryan? Well, listen here, it is me, I am your champion, because I am the best around and no one can compete with me. Well, hang on a second there. Yeah, there it is. There is Andrade's music, and here he is. He's obviously got a problem with what the Universal Champion is having to say. Let's check in with Andrade. Corbin, you know you only won that title because I wasn't in that match. If you had faced Andrade Cien Almas for that Universal title, we both know that that belt wouldn't be wrapped around your waist. So why don't you do the decent thing? Why don't you face me at Backlash for that title and we'll see who it really belongs to. Hang on, that's Shinsuke Nakamura's music. What is he doing out here? He obviously has a problem with what Baron says and what Andrade says. Andrade, you're not fooling anyone, buddy. You don't deserve to be anywhere near that Universal title. Whereas for me, I was in that match. I was robbed. I should be the Universal Champion. So what do you say, Baron? Well, fancy putting that title up for grabs against me instead at Backlash? Oh boy, Randy Orton has just stepped things up a notch. Although it feels like a party's just about to start in the ring. Let's check in and see what the Viper has to say. You know, the three of you are so funny squabbling over that title. You three, compared to that title, are all worthless. Everyone here knows it. I know it. I should be the rightful Universal Champion. Baron, you're stealing a living. You're not a champion. You're not worthy enough to be a champion. I think it makes sense for you to take on me at Backlash instead. Oh, for the love of God. Now the general manager's out here. I mean, we all love Matt Hardy, I know, but this has really escalated. But the GM's obviously got something important to say, so let's check in. Andrade, Shinsuke, Randy, we can't have you squabbling over a title that isn't yours. But what I do think is a good idea is making a triple threat match tonight between the three of you. And the winner of that match will go on to face Baron Corbin at Backlash for the Universal title. What an announcement from Matt Hardy, you heard it there. Tonight is going to be a triple threat match to determine the number one contender for that Universal title belt at Backlash. And let's check in with some of the other action going on tonight. We've got a Raw Tag Team Championship match. The new champions, Breezango, potentially shock champions, are taking on the Bludgeon Brothers in tonight's Tag Team Championship match. We've also got a number one contenders match for the tag team titles. I don't understand what Matt Hardy's thinking is there, but apparently that number one contenders match again is going to be for the tag team titles at Backlash. Of course, we then have our massive triple threat match just made by General Manager Matt Hardy. We also have a tag team match, two makeshift teams, Daniel Bryan and Bray Wyatt versus Dolph Ziggler and Elias joining forces. Another tag match, Strowman and Balor will be taking on KO and Rusev. And our main event this evening, as you know, Baron Corbin will go on one-on-one with Roman Reigns. The results from tonight's first two matches are in, and oh my, there's some shocks on the card. Breezango retain the tag team championships against the Bludgeon Brothers. Somehow they defied the odds, and Tyler Breeze has picked up the win for his team against Harper. And in the number one contender tag team match for Backlash, the B team have somehow defeated Gable and Benjamin. Bo Dallas picking up the win for his team over Shelton Benjamin, and that means that at Backlash it is going to be Breezango versus the B team for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Who would have thought that these two teams would be at the top of the tag team division on Monday nights? And now let's go ahead and get into our triple threat number one contenders match. So the stage is set then for this triple threat match, and the first contender in this number one contenders match, what great segue, is Andrade Cien Almas. Now, he wasn't in the Universal title match, obviously, in the preview episodes. So it's interesting to see that he thinks himself a contender, but we know how capable he is in the ring. Let's see if he can prove it on the big stage. As the second man in this number one contenders match is Shinsuke Nakamura, the king of strong style. He was, of course, in the Universal title match, so he will feel like that was a missed opportunity, and he can make up for it tonight by booking himself a place at Backlash in the main event. And the last man is the Viper, Randy Orton. Again, he was in the Universal title match in the preview episode, so again, he'll want to redeem himself and get a shot at Baron Corbin and his Universal title. We know what this man can do. His dreaded RKO, the most lethal, I think that's what they say, lethal move in all of sports entertainment. Let's go with that. But he certainly is no stranger to the big occasion, and I'm sure he'll be looking to make his mark in this match. So we're just about ready to get underway here, and hang on, oh, what now? The GM has made his way out. Let's hear then what he has to say. Before we continue with this triple threat match, I just wanted to change things up a little bit. I'm going to add one more man to this match to now make it a fatal four-way. Question is, who is it going to be? Oh my word, are you kidding? Is he really going to do that? Is he really going to put this man in this match? I mean, as GM, you've got to stay as neutral as possible. You cannot be playing favourites. But the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy is now in this match to make it a fatal four-way. And I'm not sure I agree with this by Matt. You cannot be adding your brother to a title match when really he has no reason to be here. He wasn't in the Universal title match. I mean, neither was Andrade, but Andrade has stepped up. He's made the challenge. Jeff wasn't anywhere to be seen, but now he's a part of this match. He's got a great opportunity to go on to Backlash. Well, here we go then. Unless Matt Hardy comes out again and makes another announcement, all four men are ready to go. And the referee rings the bell. We get this match started. Jeff straight away starting on Shinsuke Nakamura. Randy Orton with a nice overhead scoop slam, power slam, something like that. Knee to the midsection by Nakamura. This is going to be a frantic match, and it could go anyone's way. Obviously, that's the point of a fatal 4-way match. But I think all of these men would give Baron Corbin a really good match at Backlash and a tough test for his Universal title match. Of course, Corbin up against Reigns tonight, and if Reigns could get a victory, you'd have to think that maybe he could be putting himself in the title picture, as Jeff Hardy goes for the leg drop there on Nakamura. So it'll be interesting to see, will this be a straight up 1-on-1, or could things develop? Could it turn into a triple threat match? Maybe even a bigger multi-man match? We'll have to see how things go as Orton hits Andrade with a nice drop kick. Of course, in this match there are no disqualifications, no countouts. Pinfall has to happen inside the ring. But you feel like if someone's going to get the job done, they've got to seize the opportunity, such as Orton and Andrade are in the ring now. Take advantage while there's just two of you. Hardy and Nakamura are going to work on the outside. If one of you can try and score a quick pinfall or submission, then this could be over. But obviously Hardy and Nakamura make their way back inside the ring, and Hardy going to work again on the arms. Andrade slams Orton down. I don't know who I favour in this match. There's some good talents, maybe Orton, maybe Nakamura. I think Hardy and Andrade have got more work to do to pull off the miraculous, but you never know. Like I said, it could go anyone's way. We could have an upset here. And now Nakamura sends Hardy to the outside, and those two are going to go back to work, as Andrade is dominating Orton inside the ring at the moment. Nice forearms to the Viper. Nakamura on the outside, he's got Jeff Hardy up. What is he going to do? Walking over towards the stairs, or maybe the barrier, but Jeff manages to escape. And a nice right hand to follow it up with. And now Jeff, big kick there by Nakamura, straight to the midsection. But Hardy, not phased, continues to go to work as Andrade giving Orton a bit of a tough time. I'm sure he'll come away with a headache after that, but I'm sure he won't care if he wins this match. Nice slam there by Andrade. It was almost, I thought he was going to go for a fisherman's, but he turned it into a slam. And now Nakamura on the edge, giving it what for, and he needs to pay attention as Andrade is going for the pin, but Nakamura gets there and manages to break it up. We've seen before in these sort of matches, in the preview episodes especially, a nice move into a German suplex there by Andrade on Nakamura. Yeah, we've seen that, angle slam there from Orton, little bit of a throwback. Now he turns his attention to Matt Hardy, and a nice slam there as he shows the crowd what for, but it may have been a bit of a mistake because Nakamura was there, and Nakamura, big power bomb, and he goes for the pin, but the ref determines that Orton's foot was on the ropes and he has to break it up. But yeah, well, like I was saying, we've seen in these preview matches that goading to the crowd as Nakamura is doing now can cost you a mistake, as Jeff goes for the pin, but Nakamura is there straight away to break it up. And now all four men are back inside the ring. Andrade working on Nakamura as Orton sends Hardy to the outside. And now Andrade with a single leg Boston Crab. And Nakamura reverses it. Orton was there anyway. Andrade going up top now. He thinks better of it. I thought he was going to go for a spectacular move on the outside to Matt Hardy. And that leaves Nakamura and Orton now in the middle of the ring, and Nakamura potentially going for a pin as Andrade and Hardy on the outside not paying attention. It's a 2 count from Nakamura, but Orton manages to get the shoulder up, and Andrade going to work now. He's looked impressive so far in this match. He came out, a big challenge made, and some people probably questioned whether he was the man to take on Corbin at Backlash, but he's certainly proven his worth so far in this match, as again, he was going to go for the suplex, but Hardy breaks it up, and now meets Nakamura with a front drop kick. There we go. Orton, vintage Orton, spiking the head for the DDT. And now goes for the drop kick on Hardy, trying to get his man out of the way so that he can go to work on Andrade. I think he's going to go for the pin, and he does. Orton, leg up. Manages to get the 2 count, but Andrade kicks out comfortably. Nakamura probably would have got there as well. He meets Orton with a massive kick. Orton reverses it with a corkscrew takedown. As Andrade tries to clamber over Nakamura, now the referee's gone down. It's all happening. Orton was there to break up that pinfall. Hardy and Orton just sort of catching their breath, waiting for something to happen. Andrade. Oh, what a slam. Hardy now going to work. Twist of fate on Nakamura, and he gets it. But Andrade is there. He's not going to be able to get the pin forward. Andrade looking for something big here. What has he got lined up? Cartwheel. Oh my word, into the overhead kick. What a move that is. Ref back to his feet now. And Jeff, could he be looking to end it? Could he be looking to go big? He's already hit the twist of fate. He goes for the swanton, and he gets it. Although the pinfall might be tricky. Andrade is there. He goes for the pinfall anyway. Andrade breaks the hold, and Orton and Andrade both go to break it up. Hardy has looked pretty impressive in these last couple of minutes, although Andrade looking to get on Nakamura. Goes to the hammerlock DDT, and he gets it. And he goes immediately for the pin, but Hardy, you think, is there. And he does. He breaks it up after the 1 count. Probably the 2 lesser opponents, you'd have to say, in this match are looking the better at the moment. Andrade certainly looking good, and Jeff Hardy as well already hit a couple of signature moves, and now it could be getting worse for Nakamura. Randy Orton, he hits it, the RKO, but Andrade's aware as to what's going on, and he breaks up the pin before the referee can even get a count. Nakamura has been on the end of all the signature moves here. Andrade into the German suplex, impressive by him. But yeah, Nakamura's been hit by the hammerlock, the swanton, the twist of fate, and now the RKO. You have to feel like he may be out of this match. It could just be down to those 3. Just got a text while I'm recording, that's always helpful. And now Jeff, is he going to be looking for another swanton? He's got a fair way to travel over the heads of Orton and Nakamura. He goes for it, and he gets it. Knocks down Orton in the process. Nakamura is there though. Hardy goes to the pin, but Nakamura can break it up before the referee can even get down to the mat. Jeff, that was an impressive swanton, you have to say. He covered half the ring there. It's just unfortunate that Nakamura was there to be able to break it up. Nakamura now the only man standing as he goes to work on the arm of Jeff Hardy. Orton trying to climb to his feet as Hardy hits Nakamura with a jawbreaker, goes with a crossbody, but doesn't get there. Instead meets Nakamura with an elbow, and now Nakamura and Orton looking to team up, but Nakamura comes out of the corner. Nice reversal there by Jeff. And again, I think we have to speak about Jeff's inclusion in this match again, you know. Oh, as Andrade gets busted open from the turnbuckle. But yeah, Matt Hardy cannot be playing favours as GM. That is not going to impress the likes of Vince McMahon. He's appointed him in trust in this position. And you know that Matt Hardy's never had a position like this before. So it's going to take him some time to get used to what he can and can't do. But Jeff, you know, he's a good wrestler, but he's probably a mid-carder at best. And to put him in a number 1 contender match for the biggest title on this brand is controversial to say the least. As Hardy looking for a big move. Tornado DDT, busts open Orton. And now could Jeff look to capitalise? He goes to the pin, the only man in the ring. Gets a 2 count, but Orton kicks out as Nakamura drops Almas on the stairs. And now he comes back inside the ring, obviously aware of the threat that Hardy is causing. Hardy potentially looking for the twist of fate, but Orton looks the better of it and meets him with a drop kick. Now Nakamura, a nice belly to back suplex. I think a lot of questions will be asked of Matt Hardy, again going back to what we were speaking about a minute ago. Almas, hammerlock DDT on Nakamura. He could go for the pin, but Hardy's right there, he does, and Hardy, sure enough, is going to break it up. Bit naive from Almas there. He needs to know that those sort of opportunities just aren't going to work for him. He's got to be clever. Well, there you go. Orton, RKO out of nowhere. He goes to the pin, but again, Jeff is there to break it up. And we've seen, you know, it's just true Randy Orton that could come out of nowhere as Hardy goes for the crossbody. He meets Orton 1, 2. Oh, Orton kicks out. A bit of a surprise pin there. Hardy now drop kick to the back of Randy Orton. Could he be going for it? Hardy, twist of fate, and he gets it. But now Nakamura's up. Oh, he meets Hardy with a clothesline, sends him into the corner. Neither men, no men really, can capitalise at the moment. Although bodies are starting to look tired. Bodies are starting to look weary. There's Andrade. Is he looking for that move again? As Nakamura hits the exploder. Andrade, that move is unbelievable. The cartwheel into the overhead kick. As Nakamura goes for the pin. I think Andrade was thinking the same, but he's able to break that up. Oh, and a big kick to the face by Nakamura. Kinshasa, again out of nowhere, hits Andrade with it, and he's all alone. Orton's nowhere to be seen. Oh my word, that was like 2 3/4. How did Andrade manage to kick out of that? I will never know. Orton was scrambling. Hardy was down. And this match continues. Nakamura, the closest so far to being able to score a pinfall. Nice reverse DDT there by Orton. He goes straight after Hardy. Maybe looking for something big. Hardy just about getting back to his feet. He's just letting Orton go to work on Nakamura. As soon as the gap opens up, he goes in. Oh, reverse suplex. Nice. Puts him down right on his face. And now a gap has opened up. And Jeff, could he be looking to end it all? Nakamura's at an awkward angle. Could he be looking for it is the Swanton Bomb? And he goes straight for the pin. And this could be it. Andrade getting to his feet. Can he get there? No, he can't. Jeff wins it. And my word. Questions will be asked. Favoritism? Potentially, but being installed into this match late on, one of the lesser opponents, and he has come up big, and that is just absolutely superb from Hardy. I doubt anyone would have given him a chance, the caliber of opponent in this match, but he's done it. Hardy is going to Backlash, and there we go, you see it. That sets up our Universal title match for Backlash. It is going to be the champion Baron Corbin taking on Jeff Hardy one-on-one. And my word, that is set to be a fantastic match. But we're not over tonight. Still a few more matches to come, so let's hear how they turned out. So in 2 of the 3 other matches we have tonight, Bray Wyatt and Daniel Bryan, they get a win over Dolph Ziggler and Elias, and the team of Strowman and Balor get the win over Owens and Rusev. And now it is time for our main event. It's been a big night for Baron Corbin, and he hasn't really had to do a lot so far. He came out to start the show, was rudely interrupted by 4 different people, and now his future's been decided for him. Of course, we know from the previous match who his opponent will be at Backlash. But tonight is a big opportunity for Corbin, a massive match against Roman Reigns, probably the toughest opponent he could face in his first match in his reign as Universal Champion. But this man has got something to prove, maybe a bit of a chip on his shoulder. He feels like he is the best, and he's certainly got to be able to prove that against the likes of Roman Reigns. But his opponent tonight is the big dog, Roman Reigns. I sound like Robot Michael Cole there, but it is obviously really good to see him in universe mode despite the difficulties that he faces in the real world. But he is very much a part of this universe mode, and he is a driving force for this Raw roster, and he looks like he means business tonight. Disgruntled that he didn't get the Universal Championship. Surprisingly, when all those people came out earlier, Andrade, Orton, Nakamura, surprised that Reigns didn't throw his hat into the ring, amongst some other names, the likes of Strowman and Owens. Surprised that they didn't come out and throw their names into the ring to face Corbin, but obviously taking the long-term view, I'm sure he will get his hands on a championship one day. He has all the tools he needs to be a champion. As both competitors look set to get underway, and here we go, tonight's main event, and it is going to be an interesting match. Two absolute giants of men. Roman Reigns, of course, a real physical specimen, but Corbin isn't to be sniffed at either. He's a tall man, maybe not as muscular as Reigns, but he is a real-life Golden Glove boxing champion, so he certainly knows what he needs to do between the ropes, and he showed it there. Big right hand to Roman Reigns, as Reigns meets him with a flying clothesline. And now Corbin, nice power slam. If Corbin can hold his own in this match, then he will silence a lot of critics, and he will prove a lot of people wrong. It's a nice move there. Oh, and he follows it up with a big right. That's just adding insult to injury. As Roman now takes down Corbin. But like I was saying, if Corbin can win tonight, he will shut up a lot of people, including me. I had my suspicions, when he won that ladder match in the preview episode. I didn't know what to think. Probably the lesser opponent in all of those men. Again, we've mentioned the names that have been in that match, but don't forget that the likes of Finn Balor was also in that match. So he has come across leaps and bounds. He has, taken on the best of the best and come out on top. As the pure strength there to lift Reigns up from the mat and then powerbomb him back is superb. And he looks like he means business. He is not cowering away from the challenge of Reigns as he goes for the cover, but Reigns manages to kick out at one. A big knee now to Reigns. And I think what is good for Corbin as well is that, he likes being the champion. He likes upsetting the fans. Of course, we know that's his moniker. That's what he loves to do best. Anyone of Corbin's ilk loves to get on the wrong side of the fans. As he takes down Reigns there. And I think he likes the attention. He likes being booed. Like they say, any press is good press, right? It may not be press, but this attention is doing something big for his career as a nice German suplex. And maybe this is what Corbin needed to really kickstart his career. The first Universal Champion here in Universe mode. As he sends Reigns to the outside. And he's always going to be able to say that. He's always going to be able to say, wherever he is, a year, 5 years down the line, that he was the first Universal Champion here in Universe mode. And no one can take that away from him. Not even the greats like Roman Reigns. And even in future, when some of the NXT stars come up, we've got some great talents down in NXT, and I'm sure they will make a really good impact on the main roster. But again, Corbin will always have that, as Corbin chokeslam backbreaker as he goes for the cover now. Getting the 2 count on Reigns. Reigns looked like he had to struggle out of that a little bit, and Corbin is looking seriously impressive. You could arguably say he's been dominating Reigns so far in this match. Reigns getting in very little offense. As now, what a reversal. And that's just as I say that, he just chucks Baron Corbin away. Just like a doll. Oh, and a Superman punch to the champion. And now Reigns could be looking for something big. Oh, and I thought he was going to hit this. Well, he tried to hit the spear, but Corbin somehow reverses it. And now another chokeslam backbreaker by Corbin. He goes for another cover. And Reigns kicks out once again. But that could have been it. Superman punch. And if Reigns had landed that spear, it could have all been over for the champion. And questions would have been asked about that title match of Backlash, If Reigns pins Corbin here, could it be argued that Reigns should be in that match? Now, big scoop slam by Reigns on the champion. And another Superman punch. He is not messing around. Is he going to go for another spear? He's failed once. Goes for it again, and Corbin reverses again. My word. And now Corbin, could he be looking to end this match? He gets him up. Corbin, end of days. Busts Roman up in the process. Goes for the cover. And he gets the win. What a performance from Baron Corbin. Whether you like him, whether you hate him, you have to agree that was seriously impressive. He made Roman Reigns look average at best there. Very little offense for the big dog. He reversed 2 spears as well, did Corbin. And he got in plenty of offense of his own. Couple of chokeslam backbreakers. And ended it with the end of days. I guess that puts to bed the question then whether Reigns should be in the main event at Backlash. And now he just has to wait. In 3 weeks, 4 weeks? 3 weeks, we will have Backlash in game time. Obviously, I don't know when that's going to come out, full disclosure, on the channel. But Corbin, mightily impressive, and that sends out a strong message to the rest of the locker room. He is not messing around. He is champion for a reason. As hang on, that is Jeff Hardy's music. And there he is atop the ramp. Jeff Hardy making his way down to the ring. I don't know if it's a wise move to pick a fight, especially Corbin being on a high after that match. Hardy, he's not backing down. He's getting straight into the ring. And he taunts right in front of Corbin. And Corbin turns around, doesn't even deem Hardy worthy. And they're both sending a message ahead of their match at Backlash. Well, folks, that is it for this episode of Raw. I hope you have enjoyed it. Drop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for more Universe Mode. And I will catch you guys in the next one.